Okay, I was late. I'm sorry about that. Let me do a nodal check. Open Discord. I will be ready. First audio check. First audio check. First audio check. First audio check. Not my best audio. Let me check my audio parameter. Pum pum. Okay. Joining Somnium Space Art and Chill channel. Almost ready. Let's do a second audio check. A second audio check. I guess it's gonna be fine for now. I don't know why. Quality is not maximized. Okay. Let's get started. So welcome everyone to Creator Sunday stream. I'm Denevraut from Somnium Space Community. Every Sunday I do a stream around Somnium Space, creative content. Okay, I mostly develop words in Somnium Space recently, so that's pretty much what I do. You can join me on Discord, voice channel in Somnium Space Discord, or you can chat with me with Twitch. I also am on Twitter and YouTube right now, but Twitch is the so I'm in easiest way. YouTube right now. Yeah. Normally I work on the open world project. It's a very little project I made recently, but I broke my Unity project. So what I did last week's was to work on little projects that are usually 1 or 2 hours for me. Then I released the files on a Google Drive you can access, or just ask me the link if you don't find it. And it's very nice. It's around Unity. It's not just for Somnium Space, right? I do stuff around both, around Unity features, Blender modeling, stuff like this. Maybe I could do some modeling today. Sometime I have people joining me on Discord saying that, but they are not coming. Let me just refresh the event. Sorry, my playlists have Christmas songs sometime. It's a royalty free playlist, but it's not that bad. Let me just switch. Yeah, rap Christmas, no thanks. Well, I guess it's fine. Okay. Unity should restart by now. Not yet. Did I even try? Nope. Last week, the stream last 1 hour. I was doing an automated door. Sorry, in Somnium Space, in my world, with the sound and everything. That was nice. Hello. I don't have my hand tracking today. I'm on my laptop. And I closed VC Face by accident, of course. So if you have any thought on the stream today, I could do a special request, but for now we don't have special request. Sorry, English. So let's continue with something I will get in my mind maybe I will do let me think. House, furniture, animation. I'm trying to avoid doing complicated thing because it's not nice to look in stream like coding or like worse maths, because I do love maths, but don't think a lot of people do. Okay, so this is IncrediWords here. Yeah, IncrediWords. This is a 3D cursor I'm working on because I want to integrate in-game editing. Hello, there's someone.
It
Who's
is
there?
I. Hello, Denevraut.
Nice to see you. I was stretching my intro to just in case someone was joining.
Oh, good.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I ran over to the in-laws to do a little bit of some projects for them, and just got back in the door. So, what are we adventuring into
I
today?
am not sure
Denevraut?
yet. So
All right.
Kidnarp is a Somnium Space community member. He's a creator, coder. He laugh a lot.
We
That's
sure
it.
do.
Okay,
That's it.
so for sure I want to avoid doing too much script. At least if I do script, it's gonna be very simple. Trying
Okay.
to make the
I
sure.
like it.
And if I do anything else like Blender or Unity, need to be simple. So do you have any ideas? Is there something you remember we could work on, or if you don't, I will
Oh,
just randomly do something.
um, let's see. Let's. I
And
don't have any
I
ideas.
sorry. What was I saying?
You were if I didn't come up with any ideas, we were
Oh
just
yeah,
gonna do
sorry, I got
something
distracted in real
random.
life. Yes. I still only woke up like 4 years, 4 hours ago. My English brain bottle slow, more slow than the French one. So
Yes, yes.
damn, I had an idea in my mind that was every time someone from some space hear me talking about streaming, he say it's so funny you always forget what you were doing. Like yeah, okay, guess I guess. Oh yeah, I was saying
um,
I'm kind of allowed to advertise in IncrediWords, so maybe I could make a stream about that today,
sure, yeah.
but or just around that. So if there is still people watching, I'm Denevraut from some Space Community. I'm also the creators of the IncrediWords project. So basically, I do a lot of code in my world that this way people can use terrain like this one and upload asset there. So we will do something like that right now. I
And
have
don't forget that we can upload a parcel to not only your EWUNet land there, but also if you're a world owner, that you can use the
yeah
EWU to populate your world and
yeah
use some of the
that's true.
features there as
Yeah, yeah.
well.
You can see what I'm doing like a Summon Space Word operating system. So it's like you have a brand new PC, you install Windows on it. So you have a brand new Word, you install eWood on it. You see? That's how it is.
Ah, nice. Yes. Yep, that makes sense.
I don't always talk about the word part, the word part, like you said, because I need to work on simplifying my intro, and
Sure, gotcha.
this is
Yep.
like, yeah. But it is true that maybe the more people that have word could be interest. So anyway, okay, so in space, I'm
I
gonna open
definitely
it.
have found it. I've definitely found it easier to have the Ewu in my world just for getting things started. It's definitely simplifies the process in getting started. So yeah.
Sorry, we are cut by the seven space sound.
Oh,
It's like when the train passes and you cannot talk anymore.
yes.
Okay, it's gone. Please continue.
Oh, I was just saying that. Yes. So you tend to not mention using EWUNet in your world, but I have it in my personal world on 1587, and I do find it helpful for helping streamline and using some of the EWU features in there.
Yeah, that's cool. So I will just open Somnium space. I want to just make a turn around. Okay, so this is our word here, the main word. In fact, Roots. That is my friend. I have two here. Roots Club is an Incrediword OS. Roots Lab is an Incrediword OS. Kidnap Land. I have an Incrediword OS. Sorry, I give it a name.
Nice.
Kids Lost Forest, right? That could be the name.
I like it.
Kids Lost Forest. It's like, got the joke?
Yes.
Because his word is a forest.
Yes.
Let me hide this there. So who is the target public for Incrediword? So basically any creators and early game developer that want to save time. That's pretty much them. And maybe more in the future, people that just want to chill and create in-game. That's why I'm making those two like this. I want people to be able to create in-game without Unity. Oh my god, that sounds like a dream. So
And
imagine
also,
you have people. Just
yeah,
sorry, 1 minute. So
yeah.
imagine you have people creating furniture and then in game other people using it and moving them on their parcel. That looked like, yeah, very fun for me.
I think the other thing is being able to get your feet wet in a multiplayer, multi-instance environment, and having these servers all set up, having the ability to upload and upload new content to it, having people in the community that are not only willing but interested in and excited to jump in and help you with these things, and is really a great tool for
Yeah,
learning.
people will understand one day that they save so much time here and they still don't have restriction.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen time in time. Oh, Oli made upload this yesterday. Maybe you saw
Nice.
it.
So
Oh,
that's another really.
Wooferblast!
Oh, Wolferblast is
Hello.
here.
Are you the
I
sheriff?
came to see my I came to see my new sheriff's office.
Yes.
I love it.
I don't know
So,
why it's so big. 400 megabytes.
Denevraut, I know you take security very seriously in
Pretty
everything that you
cool.
do, but I had no idea you had hired a sheriff to run
I,
your
I stepped I stepped
community.
in here. I said,
love
"Let's
it.
go to the barber shop,"
Oh
but that
no.
doesn't go to the barber shop.
Yeah, so to put in context, I'm curators on this stream right now with Kid Nerb on Discord. We just are showing around. So this is the
Okay.
sheriff.
Hello, kid. No.
This is the sheriff. It don't cost a lot. It's a few pixels per hours.
And the good thing about it is that worlds can be nearly
taking a look
infinite
around.
in spatial size. So you don't have
Yeah,
to
it looks
worry
pretty
about
cool.
this town
Giant
not
vampire
being big
bats
enough
flying down.
for X, Y,
Watch out for
Yeah.
this.
Like Kid said, there's no limit of size. I think this one is 1 kilometer big, right?
Yeah.
Really?
You don't have the old cowboy meme of this
Yeah.
town. ain't
You
big
can
enough
walk
for the
around.
two
You
of
won't
us.
fall. I made sure of.
Oh, good.
Holy could not make the floor work, so I added one.
Oh, that looks nice.
1 kilometer is quite big, in fact. Look at this.
So So what are we looking at here? Is this Oli's project?
Yeah, they
Oh,
found
that's
a bunch
awesome.
of assets on the Unity store, and they put them
Oh,
together, and somehow it's like 400
oh no,
megabytes.
no. Okay, I
It's
thought you
like
found quicksand.
no, slow sand. So what was I saying? Yeah, yeah, it's too big. I have to help her with that. 400 megabyte. I'm sure this can fit in 50 at least.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one thing that's a real big challenge is
Yeah,
that a lot of the asset stores uh, uh, are great for like
yeah,
AAA quality games or PC games, but they generally are not. Generally, they're kind of heavy in
yeah. They are
performance.
made for 3 games, like you said. So not the best LODs.
Where seldom is heard a discouraging word.
I hear you
The
may.
sky is not
Yeah,
cloudy all day.
I hear you may do an event in here.
Yeah, I tried the other day.
You're asking me?
Took me a while to get set up, but
Wolfenblast.
it went well.
Oh,
It
Wolf of Lust. Yeah.
went well.
Wasn't lagging in VR? Is it fine?
I don't think so. Nobody
You
said
know the
anything.
tricks to know if it lag in VR? There's a quick trick.
I do.
No.
Put your hand in. Put your both hand in front of you,
Yeah.
right? Like if you were pushing a wall. Yes.
Yeah.
Make
And then
sure.
cover your eyes.
No, 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 no.
No.
Continue. And then you rotate your body without moving your arms. So your arms will rotate with your body. Yes, like this. Not with your joystick.
Okay.
Not with the joystick.
Oh.
With yourself. So
Like
you do
this.
that. If you see your fingers stuttering, it
Uh-huh.
means you don't have full frame rate. If you see your finger smoothly moving, it means that you have full frame rate. That's my tricks. It's better than
Oh.
yeah. It's like a FPS VR
Okay.
manual FPS VR. Yeah, that's my trick.
Mhm.
Yeah, my FPS VR said there's a drop here. Oh yeah.
So how
What's the
bad is
frame
it?
rate? 3 fingers.
Yeah. How bad is it? I can count my frame rate is
I have
so bad. I
10
can count it on
fingers.
both hands.
Yeah.
Why do I have 10 fingers?
I guess for doing two
Maybe that's
i5s.
just from me. From me.
Nice.
Looks like
Nice.
everything's doubled.
Oh, you have 10. I have no idea. Just
Oh well.
just reboot your body, matey. I'm gonna go around. So I'm gonna go on the barber
Okay.
shop. Boop. Oh, I'm back here. Sparrow Island. What is there? Oh yeah, that's carry a word. Okay,
Oh, nice.
where's the exit? Exit. There's no floor. There's no reality here. Good. Okay, now I'm starting to load a
Yes,
lot of
we
space,
bring
and
the
I did not.
floor's lava to a
Yeah.
whole new stage.
I did not unload the thing I went to. This is my new forest work in progress, and I deleted by accident. So yeah, it's there, but
So
I cannot
this
re-upload.
is doing a really good job of showing that, you know, if you don't want so you could have a small parcel and be able to upload a small model or a small script and test it.
Mhm.
But even if you don't own an entire world, that there's still some larger spaces within the eWoo network and within the eWoo servers
Mhm.
that you can have a pretty good sized space to build some projects. Maybe even get your feet wet, learn about it before making the purchase of a world.
Yeah, of
You know,
course. Right now,
I would-
everything is kind of free
Yeah.
since we are still in beta, but there will always be free tier if you want to upload any 3D asset to your space. Let me
Yes.
show you something more concrete. So we have there we have a house, the demo one. You know, it's like in real life, you have demo house.
Yes, yes.
How is it called in real life? Is it a demo house?
It really depends. Sometimes I'll call them a spec build. Like they just build things to the specification and they're gonna sell it to
Oh, got
whoever wants to buy it later. But I think if you're a model home builder, then they'll usually have a model home.
Oh, got it.
that you can walk through.
I can't wait they repair the camera. It's always a pain to be inside a space, inside anything, in fact. Right?
Oh yeah.
Because I think I did not find colliders on the camera. You know when you are behind something and then it move?
Yep.
Yeah, it only react to collider, that's for sure, but like this here, it checks so much. I think it used some kind of recasting and it's too sensitive. And it even worse, it react to stuff that are further than the camera. Like if the camera is here
Gotcha. Yep.
and the wall is like there, it's gonna move anyway. You know, there's this weird distance they made. Maybe they thought that if they were starting sooner to move the camera, it will not go through the walls, but that's just just annoying. As soon as the 3.0 get out, I'm gonna have like 3,000 requests. Oh, that's the Ewo party place I forgot about.
Oh yeah. So this is an audio sync system that is available through Ewo that lets you play music. All of the music is synced through all players, and it sounds better than when you're streaming audio in, just because the file is
but
on everybody's.
Don't forget that
system.
the reverb is done in place, so the reverb kind of, since the reverb is add after, it kind of reduce the impact of the low quality. So this is a good thing.
I got a couple questions about the Spectrum system, if you don't mind.
Yeah,
going
sure.
through it just a little bit. I noticed that you have the Spectrum system, and you also have the amplifier system there. Do those work in tandem with each other?
No.
Or is one for speaking and one's for playing the music?
So let me show you. There is
Please.
only one Spectrum system in EU for performance reason. So if you set Spectrum on, it's gonna switch to the audio source here. So it's either one or the other, for now at least. I think it's good for now, maybe, but if you would like to have the talker voice inside the Spectrum, I don't know. But for now it look fine, I guess.
I see. So that's not only is that turning Spectrum on and off, but it's moving the Spectrum, changing the Spectrum system to either pay attention to the audio system or pay attention to the speaker.
Yeah, so either way, the audio clip or the talker, Yep. And here you have a nice camera key that move around. It's so cool. It's kind of a little bit heavy to have cameras, so you need to be very, very, very careful. Yeah. Oh, I saw something weird with reflection, real time.
What I'll do for camera stuff is I'll like create just 2 cameras, and then I will just switch back and forth between those 2 cameras.
Yeah.
So that way I can do a nice fade from one to the other, and then I can just move the second camera where I want the next shot to come from.
But it's not that much having multiple camera that is the problem. It's rendering multiple camera that is the problem.
Totally.
For example, I thought reflection probe was kind of light. So I made a real-time reflection probe, and I realized that first of all, it create a lot of batches. I'm gonna re-say that in English. Don't worry. Reflection probe. Even if it's just 16 by 16 pixel, there's a lot of overhead. So you need to be sure when you do a real-time reflection probe. In fact, you should not, I think, or at least one, like maximum.
Yeah.
Even cameras, I will avoid having more than one. Even if it's hard to, we won't. Or like Kid Nerp said, if you have, imagine you have 3 cameras, you can render the camera by script and just making 1 frame at a time on the 3 cameras, so it will be like 1 camera. So you could maybe have 10 frame rate on each one, 5 frame rate on each one, or whatever, and you will save performance. The only other bad side of cameras is that right now what's behind me is not rendered, so it's kind of not in the memory. Even if I turn, it's gonna be the other back. You see what I mean?
Yep.
But when you have a camera that pointed other direction, you end up having the whole scene loaded. So having two cameras is not twice the rendering, it's a little bit more. Yeah, it's all this is complicated. Even me, I don't understand everything, so don't think too much. Just don't abuse. Yeah. Oh, this is the feature test area. Let me show you the features. I'm just curious to see something. Oh, wait. Stream, Twitter. Curious to see if there's people watching the stream. Oh, wrong one. Oh, no, it's the right one. 0 viewer. Okay. I guess I'm gonna do something else. Falling. I'm gonna jump. Those are the features we have that work. Web browser, web as a player, teleporter, environment change. That's very fun. Some kind of dialogue system. He can't stop talking when you start. Look, that's one of the problem I told you. I don't have I don't have the button to make a noise when I'm gonna swear. So this swearing cube, I swear it, its swearing disappeared, okay? Damn it. I swear it disappeared. I wanna fly. This is a web texture, it's load from the web. This is a web audio, whatever. Okay, I think I had an idea when I was doing all this. Now I need to remember it. It was a good idea. It's about building something. Was it a house again? Was I trying to make a house again?
That's right. I missed last week's stream. We went to go see a concert, so I'm not sure.
Last week I did an automated door with sound.
Nice.
It was for showing off my new train.
I like it.
I love those doors. They are so immersive.
I like the mustache on the side of the train.
Yeah, I found it look classical more than like.
It does.
But the thing on the top, I think I'm gonna remove it. Like, this is a tech mag. It's kind of the technological magical processor. That's what control the train right now.
I like it.
It sucks your life force and then you can start the train.
Ah, and you can go in a train.
Yeah,
ride.
it only takes $4 of life force.
Welcome to Ewo Transport.
Computing.
Next station,
Do
Parent
you think it
Island.
makes sense to go through the process of how someone might create an asset and upload it to Ewo?
Yeah, exactly. Good idea. I'm gonna use the demo scene because that's like it would make me nausea, you know, nauseous. Oh my god, my English.
I just believe me. I know nausea. I
Nausea,
knew exactly
okay.
what you were talking about.
Sometimes I say a word, I'm like, am I saying something that makes sense? I'm not sure. So
Dude,
let's go with new
my-
scene.
My first language is English, and I still have that thought most days.
I got a new add-on. You might find this very interesting. So imagine you have a script, okay, right?
Yep.
Or anything, okay? You wanna know if this is used somewhere, you know, because you wanna clean up.
Yes.
So I bought two add-ons. First I had it for a long time. Okay, this train is very loud. I need to make it less loud.
That's one of the great things about creating this stuff. It's like usually the train's too loud. You're just gonna deal with it. But now you've made the train. You've programmed the thing. You can make that train as loud or soft as you want it to be.
Um, yeah, exactly. I said it, make it less loud.
Yeah,
Okay, sorry.
I would tend to agree.
Oh, yeah, so I was talking about this add-on I have for a long time. It's called Asset Cleaner. It's weird because it said 2019.4, but I asked the guy. He said no,
Yep.
it's compatible with less. So I just exported it from another project and it worked. So
Oh,
let me show
clever.
you. It's kind of fast. I will expect it would be slower. So it's scan your project,
Yep.
and it will find dependency between the assets. So I
That's
can get
very
rid of
cool
texture,
feature.
material, and mesh, mostly. For other thing than material, mesh, and texture, it's kind of complicated, but it's fine.
Sure.
Okay, so this is the window I want to use. It's so everything that's not red here. It even tell me the size of. No, those size here is the unused asset. So for example, local EU holy packs. I can see here there is audio file that are not used, for example, and if one is used, I can see where it's used. Look here, it's on. This is probably used directly on a scene, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Oh, it take time when I unwrap the scene. You have to read it, I guess. Oh, it's opening the scene for checking inside. Got it. That's why it's long. Okay, for those it's a little bit Denevraut. Like this one, file safe. Um, video render texture. I can see it's used on this material, for example. So this is cool. This is the first part for cleaning asset. Oh, the most important part about this feature, do you know what it is? Imagine I wanna switch a texture for another, right?
Yes.
So I click on the texture, I see all the reference, I take the second one and I drag and drop on each slot here.
Aha.
That's amazing, my friend. Because sometimes I have
So it's
texture,
gonna swap.
sometimes I have texture I need to switch between PNG and JPEG, right?
Yes.
And with all this, it would be a complete total pain, and it would be hard to not. It would be easy to forget a texture. So
Oh,
here,
of
for
course.
example, you need bar color, bar color. I could drag and drop here. Da da da. This one is great because it's on a shader. It's a default texture on a shader. I really could not care because those are not used. So I can drag and drop another one here. Yeah, I won't do it. Oh no, it don't reverse. Okay,
Oh no.
okay, repair. So second asset I have, it's you right click, find usage in project. This is another tool, but it's from the same designer. Those are amazing tool and people should use them. Sadly, I did not find any way of automatically convert. You see it similar, but this one only fine for one file. I wonder if they have a tool to replace. So the red is disappearing. Find usage. Yeah, you can replace by drag and dropping, but like when there is like 100, it's more complicated. But it's a good tool. I love it. Help me make my project way cleaner. Deleting deleting stuff that I don't use.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just upload something because it's been a while. I did not do anything interesting. Um,
So we
envar.
were looking at
Let's go
possibly
with
doing an upload.
yes. So I created a new scene. There's nothing here. I made a floor. It's just for my eyes. I don't need this floor. I won't upload it. So I create empty here. EU uploader. When I reset it because it's always at a weird space.
Good point.
EU upload space.
All right. So just a little slower on that. So it was because I've never built one from
Oh yeah.
from scratch. So
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 create
we
empty.
created an empty. We named it.
The name don't matter.
Okay, good to know.
The position of the uploader don't matter, but try not to rotate it. It can cause
Sure.
problem. But the position don't matter. I designed it so you can have hollow space here, for example.
Yes.
Rotating it can work, but it may affect the size the size it think he have.
Ah, that makes sense.
Because if I drag Gizmo here, he will upload space. Just type EU. Then I add a box, okay, a cube. So here there's a yellow box, you see.
Yeah.
This is the actual minimum size your space need. So I just double with the ground. If I put on the corner like this, it's a mirror size.
Yep, got it.
So that's it. This is the minimum. You can see it here. 5.4 width, 6.7 length. So if you have a 12 by 12 by 12 space, you want to make sure you don't go out those. Right now, I don't check it yet because it's a beta feature, but I'm close to using it. But if I rotate my space, then it fucked the computation. You see?
Got it. True.
Because
yes.
sadly, the built-in tool to detect how big is something is only working with box like this in a specific orientation. I
That
could
makes
not
sense.
do anything else. I may use another technique in the future with a camera, for example, but for now it's gonna be fine.
Yep.
So it's just for avoiding. Oh, it works also with empty game object, so people cannot cheat. You see, empty game object.
Yep.
Ta-da!
Nice.
So you see there's something there, so you cannot upload
Yep.
to a 12 meter space this way.
Got it.
So 12 meter will be there, 1.25. That's the size of the space. It's very big. If in the future I found that people really want bigger for free, I may think about it. You can also ask for partnership or collaboration. I'm open to anything. I know people don't have I know artists are short on money sometimes, and I really don't mind. Like Kid Narp is helping me so much, I could not ask him money.
Appreciate that, man.
I never told you that, but now you know.
Thank you.
I should tell it to everyone, because people could feel guilt sometimes. Okay, sorry. So I pretty much only have that. No, who care about something more complex? Login. I can curate my account here too. Here, you saw, register.
Okay, cool.
It remember the username. The password is safe for the session only. I don't have spaces select. Space address -1. I should put empty, sorry. Forgot this one.
Good.
Okay,
good
I'm
point.
going to use one of my test space 72. No, not 72. It's the train now. Rename. There. Sure, you have another test one. 12. Good. Yeah, that's it. 12. Oh, save scene. Who care?
Oh yeah.
Delete me.
So this isn't necessary for uploading. We hadn't saved the scene.
Yes,
from before,
correct. This
so-
is because of what I use. I don't think I use the same thing as Somnium Space for making asset bundle. I use the non-legacy one, and there's more. There's extra needs, like the scene must always be saved. I think
yeah.
I think that's it. In fact, there's no real difference to be honest, but whatever. Okay, 12. Where is 12? Let me type it on my search here. 12. There. You can see the Godry. The Godry, I think I could make it higher. I can do it here too. I could also spawn it if I want. There's no harm, and it's fun, right? Only you would.
Okay, you can do that with that interface.
Sorry.
You can do that with that interface.
Yeah. What?
Oh, you said
Oh.
you could spawn to it. I didn't know if you could do that right from that interface.
I did not make limitation.
Okay. All right.
I don't see why I will need that.
Totally.
Like it's only you see it and it's funny. So
Oh yeah, totally.
okay, 12 is there. I cannot fly, so that's the part I need to work on. But here you have the numbers, so it should be fine. 12.
There we go.
I forgot about the numbers. There. That's the cube I just updated. And I'm working on that feature to make the space update it by himself. But I got some
Oh,
issues,
cool.
so I put it on pause.
Sure.
But yeah. So let's
So let's move that up and let's move that up and let's add a cylinder and a sphere to it.
okay. But I'm gonna
Oh
put
yeah,
some
change the
shader.
color, add a material.
Cylinder. Cylinder or cylinder?
Yep. Cylinder.
Oh, really? And what else?
A sphere. And you're just making sure that everything that pops into the world is actually nested underneath that ewu uploader, because
Is
that's gonna
nested
be the
a common concept anyone could understand?
totally.
Okay, because I'm not native.
Or nested, or in the same. I would either call it nested or a child of, or you just want to make sure that like ewu uploaders, like an envelope and anything that you want to upload to this parcel is in that folder.
Okay, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Ah.
Game objects are like folders, so all those folders need to be on this folder. That's it.
All right, dude. For a cube, a cylinder, and a sphere, that's a kind of cool little build you did there. But what about that bright yellow one?
You know, this one is going to be light.
Yep.
This part here is very important. You can play around and select a random. Whoa. You can play around and select a random material, but this is not. It's a bad practice. Because if you select around materials, you may change it later. You don't know, and then you may cause problems in your. You have to manage your material correctly. So let's say this material here is called toy 1. I don't know what to use it. If I change the color, it's gonna change the color for another thing, so that's dangerous. Is there any analogy in the real life for that? It's like you have a tool, if you change the setting, I don't know. The TV, like if the TV is set on DVD, right? Okay, no, it's too old. It's set on Apple TV, right? Let's say the TV is set on the Apple TV, right? And then you change it on, I don't know, PS4. And then your roommate come and like, what the fuck, my Apple TV, I don't remember how to change the setting, you know. So it's you need to understand that materials are used by others.
Let's do a quick test on that. So you got the sphere. Let's duplicate the sphere. And we'll move that sphere up into the side. Perfect. And so what he was saying is that, all right, so let's say we wanted to take that top sphere.
Oh, great.
And we wanted to make it red instead. So you just go click, and now this is helpful right now because we can see both of those spheres. They're both right here in our vision. But just think, if that sphere was in another part of the world, another part of your build, and you were to make that change, you would be making that change on both of those items. So where in somewhere in the world, you might set up one that's green, and so if you've ever had an experience where you set one up as green, and then you changed it to red, and then you were in a different part of your world and realized, well, why is that one red too? That's why.
Mm-hmm.
So as far as I know, I think the only way to kind of work around that is either make a bunch of copies of that material, which I think adds cost, or just do a quick program that will change that when you upload it to the world. You want to do that real quick? Do a little color change, or another day?
Yeah, of course. A script for that?
Yeah, just a little script that just changes the
I'm
color.
wondering if it's a straightforward way of doing this, in fact. You see what I
Good point.
mean?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So
Because
we'll. Yep.
we need. Oh, why it's dark? I took a random a random shader, okay? So I don't know what it was gonna do,
Oh
and
yeah.
it's dark somehow. That's nice, in fact. This is a spring. That's so weird. It must have a special shader that can understand how the spring work.
Is it a spring or does it just go
No, it's a
around?
spring. Look, it's not summer, it's spring, right? Oh,
Yes.
never mind. I said nothing. I thought it was. It was an illusion. Look, you
Yep.
see here? No, it's not a
Oh.
spring. It's an illusion.
Oh, I see.
My bad. I got caught. I'm sure there's a quick algorithm to simulate spring like for that, but don't seem
Sure.
to be this one. Yeah, that's beautiful. I wanna live here.
Good tower. Yeah, so that's a cool, good example of just throwing some stuff in and giving an upload
But
and seeing
seriously,
it. Look,
what will be the straightforward way to have multiple objects with different color? Don't
um,
mind the performance, but having too much
yep,
material is not the good answer.
I would do a well,
Because if we use script, it's gonna be the same. We'll have multiple
ooh,
materials. So let's say I have multiple spheres here. I want all of them to have a different color. So what I will do, like, how do you say it? How do you say it when like you say the most obvious way would be material, right? The most obvious way would be material. Sorry, I got lost again in my files, and it's so well organized. Okay, material here. Let's create a new one. I don't like to do that since I'm on a test project. Okay, I'm gonna go on local uh, project test. Okay, create folder. Where was I? It's
we're gonna make a
test.
material. A shit with no,
No, no,
more
no.
specifically. Okay.
Do I have a creators on the string? What? Anyway, project, community, root, root train, open world. Yeah, that's fine. Project X1. Just to say that it doesn't. It's not a real project. I don't think I will release anything today. So the most obvious way would be that you make multiple colors, material like this. Maybe people should just not care. In fact, right? And we see that later. Yeah, we could tell people, yes, we can have multiple materials, but just don't use too much, right? Because it's just too complicated to think about making this efficient, blah blah blah, right? What do you think?
Well,
Because the step between obvious and optimize is kind of big. What do you have? Is just you thinking?
I'm just watching your
Oh,
process.
sorry. Not that I'm doing anything really. Ah, damn it. Yellow. Yellow. So that's the most. That's the less. That's the easiest way of working, but the less efficient. You have 4 colors, 4 materials. That's it. Right? Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Let's use a real life problem, in fact. So I'm gonna make a kind of ish house, right? That's more real build parts. We have pillars. We have. Let's take a table. Sorry, that's on furniture. Oh, I want walls. So build parts.
Can we try something real quick?
Yes.
Let's put those 4 balls back there.
Here they are.
Perfect.
so
And
fast.
actually, let's. I changed my mind. I only had that once. Let's create 4 new balls that are completely white. Just 4 random spheres. Yep. All right.
Yes. What do you need?
Perfect. And let's spread those ones out. All right. So each one of those has the same material, the same shader. Let's add a component to that one there. Let's add a component to each one of them. Actually, yep. And we'll add a flow script to each one.
Okay.
Perfect.
Like this.
Yeah. And yep. And let's do a good. So all right. So right now we're just copying and pasting that component, that flow machine to each one of them. All right. So let's off of start. So
Yes.
when we press start, let's pull off that and let's do change color. Let's see. So we want to talk to let's do mesh renderer.
Mm-hmm.
And can we find set
Materials.
color? Yes, material get, and let's do set color. Right there.
Just the color. So it's gonna be set color.
Just name and color.
No, it's gonna be
wait,
color.
nope,
In fact,
sorry.
like this
There's
color.
There's one that just should be color. Yeah, set color.
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to make a
And-
variable?
Nope. Nah, not right now.
Oh,
Let's just hit- yeah.
they are
And so we
embedded
deleted the
anyway.
update because we don't need to do update. And so let's just what happens if we change the color there? Purple. Whoops.
Purple.
Whoops. Yeah. All right. So let's just copy that script. Yep. And then click on the next one in line. Let's paste that. And let's change the color up. So each one of these scripts, because they're embedded, the script actually lives on each one of the game objects. So that's why we have to kind of copy and paste them each.
Yeah.
All right, so let's click on each one of those spheres real quick. So that one, we're going to ask it to change that hot pink color, which also reminds me of when you don't have an actual material. So maybe, yeah, we'll push that a little bit more of that color. All right. And so the next one, we're hoping to change to green. Nice. Yeah, it's a green enough color for me. Then the next one is going to be blue. All right. And then the next one is going to be, all right. So if we hit play, let's see what happens. The suspense is killing me. There we go. So that would be a really great way to be able to change the color real quickly without having to set them all up manually. Don't have to have a ton of different materials in
Yeah,
your,
that's
all your
true.
project
You're right.
files.
You're right. The only fallback for this is that since they all have an embedded
Script, yeah.
script, I hear that it's a little bit heavier embedded in the compilation, and you have to compile 4 script. So it may
True.
it may not be the best to have a script on every single object you have, but if it's just start, it's fine. Start and
Sure.
once it's done, it start, it's fine. It's like when you bake something on Blender. When you draw
Yes.
something, you draw it, it's draw, that's good. So yeah, that's the I guess that's the most obvious
So
technique.
that's a really good point. So what you're saying is that because we have for efficiency, we've gained efficiency in that we don't have 4 different materials that are taking up resources, but we now have 4 different scripts that are taking up some efficiency. Let's see. Let's for practice see what we would do and have the scripts not embedded and have them be
Using a
separate.
variable, yeah.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Sorry, I got lost. There. So,
All right. So
color.
okay. So what? So actually, let's do this, Denevraut. Instead of so I saw what you did there. We converted them. Let's start from scratch with a yeah. There we go. So we're gonna start
There,
from
yeah,
scratch.
script is made. There.
So we're gonna find that script. I see.
It's
So he
here.
converted it from being embedded, having the script be embedded in the object, and now we're not going to have it embedded anymore. We're going to have a single script that lives in your project folders, and we're going to put that on each one of the objects.
Yeah. Or I will just duplicate for me.
Good idea.
The best way will be to make a prefab, but let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
Okay, so now we want a variable, of course.
So
What did I
let's
wait,
just,
look
so
me? I lost time. I could just have done a prefab, like this.
let's start again. Let's delete all of them again, maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, except for that one. Yep. All right. So if we add the variable there, and we'll just make it color. Yep. Nice. So that's going to take that color variable that you set. And now that we've got the variable all set up, we've got the flow script there. Now if we set each one differently,
Press play.
yeah.
We are touching something very crucial. I think I should, maybe not now, but I think I should make a tutorial covering the basic very slowly, because I've seen so many people like abusing materials and having gigantic texture, like 4K texture not compress.
Yep.
I may even make a tool to tell people like, oh, your texture are not compressed. Do you want to compress them? Something like
Yeah.
this. Or just make
So
make a list of not compressed texture or whatever. Or you could even rename one to say not compressed NC dash.
true.
There's a lot of things like this I could do to make creators' life easier, because at the end, 99% of your texture will be configured the same, but it's not done
True.
by default in Unity, sadly.
I personally kind of feel that everyone needs those growing pains. In other words, if you have your hand held, so if you're working on this thing and this thing's constantly popping up, slapping your hand and going, nah, your textures are too big, your textures are too small. I almost feel like let them build. Let them build however they want with whatever they want. And when they start getting to the point where it's like, you know what, my frame rate is terrible, it's all glitchy, then go, hey, it's probably because your textures are too large, or maybe you can compress them. I kind of did the same thing with my stage world a little bit, in that I was still careful about how much I added, but I was surprised with how much it added up and how quickly.
Yeah, that's so quick.
Yeah, and so then it wasn't so much that my frames were bad, it was just like I had filled up at the time, the Somnium maximum that you could do for a small world, and then when I was ready to learn how to do the texture compressing and dive into that, I was able to do so when I needed it.
Yeah, that's nice.
So we started touching on these a few weeks ago, and I can't remember where we set off and what the difference between this material property block is versus just setting the color.
Yeah, we're gonna try this.
I like it.
Well, sorry.
And I've been thinking about that too, and have been kind of working on putting together some like basic building block tutorials that we will hopefully get out there at some point soon.
Color. I'm just curious to see if I can use it directly with the default shader. Maybe they support material property
Oh,
block.
before we move on too far, Denevro, could you just show the fact that all of those four spheres, that they're all looking to that one script that's in the folders?
Here?
Yeah. So what this is doing is that each one of these, each one of the spheres that are in the world there, they are all referencing back to this one
Yes.
set color script. So an important thing about that is that, but we're still able to each have them have their own color. But here's an interesting thing. So Denevraut is adding additional functionality, adding different things to
Yeah.
the script.
So
So here's
that
the important thing to know, and I know you know this, Denevraut, but for anyone watching, is that any changes you make to that one script will also show up in all of the other assets that are using
Yeah.
the script.
we could call it
Kinda
a,
like the
we
same
could call it
color.
a shared script.
Perfect way to do it. Yeah.
Like the material, we call them shared material because they all share the same. So if you change the material, it changes for everyone. It's odd
Yeah.
because in real
Yeah,
life,
same way.
in real life, there's not a lot of good analogy for that. But
Yeah.
I was trying to think about painting. No, because if you change the color of the bucket of the painting, it don't change the color of the what you paint before. So no. But
So this could be, yeah, this could be a really good feature so that if you all of a sudden wanted to add additional functionality, you only need to do so in one script, and that script will auto-populate, will be used
it's like
by
a
all of
share.
these
It's like
users.
a Google Drive shared document. If one person had a
Nicely done.
line,
Perfect.
yeah. So the script here is like a Google Drive shared document. If you change a line, everyone will have a line change. If you change the color, everyone will have the color change. Like
Yeah.
I think it's the best the best image for an for a computer thing is another computer thing, right? That everyone know.
Yeah, I feel like there's
So
something wrong with that.
game object are folders, component are
Yes,
files.
but
Material
that's a
is a
really
shared
good
Google
point.
Drive.
That's a really good point. But here's the thing. You and I could share a Google Drive, but you might have a column that has things that are important to you. I might have a column that's important to me. So
And if you
we
fuck my
can
column, I'm gonna be mad.
totally. But, with the proper setup and forethought, we can totally use that same document and not have 100 different documents, but we just need to set up things where you're looking at yours for the things you need, and I'm looking at the same one for the things that I need out of it.
Yeah, exactly.
Good analogy.
Yeah, because an object could just only use a part of the script, another part of the script. So they share the same script, but they don't have to run all the script.
Well, like we did with the colors. I
Yeah.
mean, we all were looking at the color, but
Yeah,
mine was
yeah.
special to one of them was special to another. All right, let's go back to
I think
property blocks.
when I'm gonna be more set up, I think I'm gonna need your help for making some of those tutorials, starting from scratch and
Yeah,
video
buddy.
video tutorials, of course, because text is so long to do.
It can be.
I'm not
Yeah.
sure where to host them yet. Could be just on Incrediwords too, and yeah, my Gitbook. You saw my new website, right? Yeah, you saw it. Just need to
Yes, I did.
correct the text. It's almost
So
like
what
the
were you?
Gitbook, so but you remove Gitbook.io. There.
Ah,
Incredible.io. Okay, yeah, it's
yes.
it's a mess a little bit, but I love this tool. Did I told you about the tool I'm using? It's called Bootstrap Studio.
Interesting. I did not know
So
that.
Bootstrap Studio, I can show it very fast. Bootstrap Studio. You kind of need some knowledge about website, but not that much. You don't need to code at all. I have difficulty with those things here. So this tool here is kind of very advanced, in fact, more than you could think. You can you can do pretty much everything. So you have HTML. You have HTML in the background, right? On top of it, you have Bootstrap. That's a library for rendering web pages that a lot of people know. And what's cool with this tool? It's one-time payment. I think I paid $60, and it includes lifetime publishing. So my website is hosted by them lifetime. It's very fast. In fact, I love it.
Nice.
It's very responsive because I've seen cheap hosts are very expensive, very slow.
Sure.
I have my Twitter, Discord, Gitbook here again, email, Discord, Twitter, Discord, Twitter. I'm sure they will find the link, you know. And
So
for
if
now,
you can't find his
and I have
Ewo Discord, that's on you, buddy.
you don't deserve to. If you don't know what's
Oh no, I wouldn't go that
here
far.
you have my embedded Vimeo
Or
video.
ask for help and someone will help you find it.
Yeah. I love Vimeo because they don't have advertisement. So I love to use Vimeo for my videos here. It's very easy to embed it. My pricing here, I just use a template. Tier 25, 50, 100, 20, 2000, 400, 2000,
And
200.
is this just using a parcel in
Yes,
the
correct.
Ewo
Yeah, it's
setup?
space renting.
Gotcha.
We could
With
put
the
it
larger
where
ones
yeah,
being
we
their
could.
own spot?
You're right. I should add Incredible OS or like Word
Yep.
Word OS, whatever. But it's kind of the same pricing, in fact. But you just don't have the space limitation. So it's the
Gotcha.
same pricing, but the 16 megabytes for him, 32. So only 500 will be like here, you know.
Sure.
Those are very early, so I may change it in the future. And very important here, I'm not sure yet, but I want to force people to have max asset size. You see here? So the free tier, you have 8 megabyte, but 2 per asset. So
Sure.
the big advantage with the big advantage with this, if you have multiple asset instead of one, right? Let's say Oli is a big terrain. Let's go there to. Let's go where it is here. So this, it's 400 megabytes. That's way too big. For me, it's like 1 minute to download because I have good internet and I'm close to the server that's in New York. I'm not in New York, but the server is there somehow. I may have multiple one in the future, but for now, that's it. That's what it is. So for someone like Wilson that have like 2 megabyte per second, like let's say you have one, okay? It's like I'm still dumb. It's like 6 minutes. If you had 1 megabyte, it's 6 minutes to download this. That's too long. Yeah, lagging a little bit. So the idea is that maybe this horse is one asset. So and maybe this cactus is one asset. Maybe this house is one asset. So the advantage is that by having multiple assets, there's 2 advantages in fact. First, if you only change the house, you don't need to re-upload the rest. And it's gonna be cached in the future, so the downloader will only download things once. Like if you never update the cactus, right, for example, then you will download it once and that's it forever, you know?
Really?
It's gonna be cached. I did not enable the cache yet, but it's coming very soon.
Okay.
Not that soon, but it's gonna. I just need to think a little bit again.
Okay.
And
that'll be a really
it's probably gonna be a choice. Like,
of course,
you're gonna choose if you encrypt your asset or not, and if you cache or not.
Okay.
So of course, the cache non-encrypt are the fastest to load, the fastest to everything. And second advantage, if you have multiple assets, is the downloading speed. I could download multiple at once, so it increases the overall speed. It lag
Oh.
less when you start the when you instantiate the asset. It lag less because it lag when you
Nice.
instantiate an asset, of
Yep.
course.
So you're saying
Like here, for
instead
example.
of creating one big package
Yeah.
where you're loading smaller bits of it. Now, do we have to upload those as multiple bundles, or do you have it set up so that it takes the assets and
I'm not sure yet because the problem is I plan all this with my network guy, but now that is not in the project anymore.
okay?
I may think it differently. So
Sure.
either way, you will have multiple space in the same one. That could just be the thing, you know.
Yep.
Or each space will have multiple assets on it. That could be another thing. Because in theory, everything is a space, you know. So if you have multiple assets, I don't know yet. I will have to think about this, but maybe spaces will make sense, and then your space address will be maybe not as aligned with the database ID like right now.
Sure.
um,
So when things are loading into the world and we experience that stutter, is that on moving the asset from the loader into memory, or is it when you're instantiating it, or is it both?
I think the biggest part is when you extract the asset. Maybe it's I'm not sure on 100%, but I know instantiating is heavy,
Yes.
and you know what? I think it's instantiating in fact,
Okay.
because when you extract the asset, it's an async process. So
Okay.
I will need to put a timer somewhere to see exactly where it is long, but I hear that instantiating there's nothing to do. When you instantiate an asset, there's nothing to do. Like
Okay.
it takes time. It can't be async. It's impossible to be async. That's just how Unity is done.
Sure.
But at the same time, I hear that you can have multiple you can have multiple game objects, let's say that, in the same asset. So maybe you can just instantiate stuff one by one. You see?
Okay.
So
Yep, that makes sense.
there's place to optimization here. There's a lot of place for optimization. There's a fallback of instantiating asset like this. You can lose reference if script. You see, cross reference like two script or on two game
Yeah.
object and they are reference. You could lose the reference.
I'm wondering how many other people might be interested in that. I think if anyone watches this after the fact and thinks that would be an interesting thing to have us dive into and do set up some experiments, reach out to Denevraut or
Yeah.
I, and if we get some response back on it, we'll give that some experiments.
Yeah. You know, just if we return to the 4 balls, right?
Yeah.
There's so many ways of making them 4 colors.
Oh, totally.
But I don't think we should focus on colors because in real life, you know what is gonna happen? You will have a real material. So let's return with this process, but with material.
Okay.
So wood. Folder. Wood
Maybe.
2. A folder.
What about just changing the texture?
Yeah. But I'm just gonna go straight the simplest way.
Okay.
Brick, wood, I don't know, wood 2 and floor, whatever, we don't care. Okay, so brick, I'm gonna get a brick there. Floor, I'm gonna just pick something up here. Wood, this one. There. So I have 2 type of wood here, floor, brick, and just for fun, let's reuse floor again. Okay. So now we have a more realistic real life situation. So I have those 4 materials.
All right.
So what you want to do is to reuse them as much as possible. So if I have a chair, for example. Okay, I was pretty sure I had a chair. So if I have a chair here, I don't want to create a new material. I want to reuse as much as possible the wood. So look at this. Let's say you are repainting your house in real life, okay? You don't want to buy 10 gallon of different colors, right? You want at least have 2 colors, not because it's gonna be a pain to paint everything, right?
Sure.
So you want to reuse your material as much as possible for this. So my chair will have the wood. If I do a wall, for example, did I hear something? Oh yeah, it's Wilson.
Well done.
Hey Wilson, what's up?
Oh.
I think he's doing secret stuff. Oh my god, I don't wanna die.
Hello.
Wait, am I gonna die? Do you think? Oh.
Did you do that or did it do that?
No, sadly it's a joke. I pressed F3.
All right.
Oh no.
I was
Where
really
was it?
impressed. Now you done it.
I made a joke. And
That was.
look what I
clever.
was
That
saying about
funny.
the camera. It's
Oh,
shaking.
yeah.
Yeah.
The camera
No,
keeps
I see
jumping.
what you're saying now. Yep.
Maybe there's a collider in the wrong place. Nice job, Wilson. It's great here. Where did you find this material?
This is your material, snow, with wood, normal.
Oh, it's
on
a
it,
wood.
with a color.
Wood normal. Snow and wood normal.
Yeah, wood normal
Yes.
with snow and a color added. I can't get materials to come across for some reason. I was gonna give you a shout.
Oh, it's not a glass, it's a force field.
So, can I ask you questions on stream?
Yes, sure.
See, you can see down the edge here, but I actually have a material, so I don't know why I can see through
Maybe it's on the wrong
through
direction.
that gap. No, I've checked the normal.
Maybe it's glass. Could be glass.
I checked the normal. That's
No, but maybe the surface is glass actually. We should check it on Blender together. So this is a model Wilson is working on for Incrediword, I think.
Nice.
He's a very great builder. I'm talking with Kid Nerp on
So-
the stream.
hmm I added an animation, tried to get a trigger area, and for some reason it's constantly going. I just came in to double check it.
Yeah, there's something wrong. I think the door trigger is on detector.
Probably.
I'm gonna take the tram to home. Kidding.
So is Kid Nerpo on Discord just
Yes,
I've
he
been
is.
watching I was watching on YouTube earlier on.
Mm-hmm.
I turned that off because I was hearing myself back,
Oh, right.
which is a bit annoying. Yeah.
Wilson. Sorry. We will never unknow this fact. Wilson. Come back, Wilson. Do I look like a ball?
So I didn't put a collider
If by
on the
ball
door
you mean a
'cause
lot
I
of
thought that
fun,
would be
yeah.
dangerous. People
Yeah,
would
this
be
is not.
flying
This
away.
one is not dangerous. Look at this. Oh, you saw my 3D cursor?
Yes.
I have some issue with the maths, but I if I remember correctly, I solved it in my dream or something, so it should be fine. Yeah, I was telling Kid Norp,
Did you just hit reset?
yeah, it was a joke again. I was working on the maths to drag the cursor, and I think I found the solution while I was sleeping. I was not dreaming. I
Yep.
was not dreaming yet. I was like
Yes.
thinking, drinking. It's thinking and dreaming, drinking.
Oh.
Dream,
Nice.
dream tinkering.
No, I think I'm just gonna say I was thinking on my bed. You know. I
Yes.
love this state because you are not sleeping yet, but your simulation module in your brain is just more powerful to simulate visual at this in
Oh,
this state.
interesting.
At least for me, so I have more.
Sure.
It's easier for me to imagine stuff when it's late night
Yes.
than it's if it's
Interesting.
day. It's like you are close to dream but not there yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I found the math issue and I'm gonna do it. So because the problem is if you do a transition on a surface here, it's easy. You need to project the mouse on a plane, right?
Yep.
If it's a rotation, it's the same. You project the mouse on the plane. But if it's an axis, you don't know which plane to use because depending on the camera angle, you could be projecting on a flat plane and then it create weird stuff and then the cursor go there and then people are pissed off. I don't want that. So you need to do a line projection. So you need to find the closest dot to this line here from the line that is project from your camera. So it's like two you have two lines, right? And you need to find the perpendicular intersection of those two lines. Let me make you a draw, you will understand. Oh no, Blender is better.
The next thing people will ask for is like accurate movement, so they'll be asking for like move that distance by 1 meter or whatever as well.
Oh, you mean a snap?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
they'll be
can't hear
looking for a
Wilson, so
snap and
you're
like some kind of
responding
digital
to his
input
answers.
that they can say
Us in the audience
it
don't know what you're
that
talking about.
direction by 1 meter.
So, sorry, Wilson, the kid was talking at the same time.
We
Oh, sorry.
yeah we had that with the standard builder as well. We
Yeah,
didn't have any
don't worry. There
snap
there
or
will be
anything.
snapping. There will
Yeah.
be snapping for sure. I'm not gonna make a weak tool, okay? There will be so much button on this tool, you will get a nightmare just using it.
Swiss Army moving.
Yes.
does everything.
Here we call it Swiss knife.
Mhm.
The Swiss
Yeah, I'm
knife.
gonna jump into Discord so I can
Nice.
Sure.
chat.
Come Discord.
jump
Come
into
Discord. Come Discord to the Wilson. So, oh yeah, I was gonna show you this, even if it's not related to the stream, too complicated, and I will regret saying this after. But
Well,
let's still do it.
you want to go back to that material thing you were starting on?
Wait, I'm just gonna do that very fast.
All right.
So
Yep.
this is the. Oh wait. I'm sorry, I just love maths too much. So this is my 3D cursor, right? Three directions.
Hey, Wilson.
By the way, I
Hello.
completely invent this logic, so I hope it makes sense. So that's my 3 cursor. And from the camera, you can project the line of the cursor like this, right? If I'm the camera, like this. I'm pointing there. So what if I'm dragging this and my hand is here? So where is the dot that I project? That's simple. So for projecting it, you need to find a square angle like this that will match the two lines. So it will be a square angle on the two lines. Like this. Square angle. Let's just move this way. Wait, I have a better idea. It's gonna be easier. At last. Okay. So here is, you see, it's a small angle, big. So not good. It needs to be square. Okay. Here is square. Here is square. You see what I mean by square angle? I don't, in French I know what it is, but not in English. So to
Yeah,
have
I
a
know what you mean.
to have a perfect line projection, both, so you have this line here that want to project on this line, and you want to find the shortest, in fact you want to find the shortest distance between those two. So this line is the shortest because it's a square angle here and it's a square angle there. So I found the math in my head for doing this. So when you imagine on the camera, when you're dragging the mouse like this. Look, my mouse is
Yep.
there, but I'm still dragging in this direction. So the actual point I'm pulling is there. So this way, no matter the camera angle, I will always have a solution that makes sense. It's easy to compute. The only exemption is this: if I'm exactly on front of it and I
Yep.
point like this, the solution will be like infinite. So I need to be careful. But there's no way to do
Yeah.
that. There's no way to do that really. So it will just stuck. If the angle and with the camera is too narrow, it's gonna stuck like this. You cannot do anything in this direction. Or I'm gonna switch algorithm, but that's what I was doing my sleep. I'm sorry, I'm very weird. I think about math when I'm sleeping. Okay.
It can either help you fall asleep or keep you up for hours, and there's no in between.
I had a nickname when I was at school, high school. I will translate my name and the language. So my nickname was Triangle Denevraut.
Yes.
But switch Denevraut by my real name and switch Triangle to French. Because I was resolving everything the teacher tell us with triangles. People was not
Yes.
understanding how I could do that.
That's funny.
I have a really weird ways of doing maths.
Pythagorean's theorem is the one that I always go to when people talk about, are we ever going to use this in real life or outside of in the real world or whatever?
For me, it was, oh, how can I use this in real life?
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is there's been so many times that I've been trying to solve something and someone goes, oh, you could just use Pythagorean's theorem. And like, oh my God, that thing again?
What's
a number
potato?
of times.
What's this potato syndrome?
Potato syndrome. A couple things about that. It's the let's see. I butcher it every time I try to do it. So I'm gonna look it up. And actually, there's a history of Pythagorean's theorem.
Theorem, right?
Theorem. Yes.
Theorem. In French, it's théorème. It's very similar. Theorem. I thought it was tea room. The tea room.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Or
This Pythagore.
Yes.
A potato. So it's Pythagore, right?
It's what?
Repeat the name.
Um.
I lost my mouth because of Somnium. It's gone.
Pythagoras. Pythagorus.
Oh, Pythagoras. Got it. So it's not
Pythagoras.
potato. It's
No, not
in
potato.
French it's Pythagore. So it's very similar.
Ah,
Pythagoras theorem. Yes, I use that like everywhere, every time.
that's
Okay,
what I was saying. And if anyone's familiar with The Wizard of Oz, it's what the Scarecrow is supposed to be reciting when he gets his brain. However, he can't quite remember it correctly as I can't and doesn't quite say it correctly. A little bit of Pythagoras theorem trivia.
What? There's a story in the theorem.
Yes. So
Okay.
I think I mentioned Wizard of Oz to you before.
me,
I don't think.
For me,
it's
how
not-
my brain works. Sometimes I even invent something. I'm like, oh, it probably exists somewhere, and then I find it
Somewhere.
after.
Oh yes.
That's how I learned quaternion. I invented first, then I realized it was existing, and then oh, nice, good. That's what I need. I don't know what to do. It's been 1 hour and a half, and we're gonna start a project. We could start there. We could stop there, but sorry for not doing
I was
anything
in- I
concrete
was
this
interest-
week.
I was interested in what if you're wrapping up, cool. I was interested. Do we not want to dive into the material property thing you were trying to work on, or do you? Want
Oh yeah, let's
save
go.
That for another week?
Let's do that.
Yeah. All right. So I think you just buried it. It's just a little bit higher than. Yeah, there you go.
I was just wondering if there's a way of using this for anyone or making a nodes for that. No, something they don't have a black box, you know, something they don't have to think about.
Sure.
So now at the missing part, I'm gonna ask GPT for that. I just never remember correctly. Oh, that's my old version of it, damn it. Okay, so in Unity 2019.2, how can I set a material property block to a material? Yes. Set color. Oh, it's the renderer. Good. There. And you can set the index. So it's oh, that's it. This I can do after. No, never mind. Just that. Material property block. This. I don't need to set the color anymore. Color. Oh, damn it. I did get color. MPB set color. Let's hope it works. Yay! I love when this works. I
Nice.
just type MPB instead.
Yeah, I've been trying to learn some shortcuts to.
There. And I'm gonna get the color from here. My laptop is racing. I don't know what's happening. I don't think I got a good brand of laptop. It's Gigabyte.
Oh.
I mean, it's fine, but it was cheap, so I should not complain. But I feel like the software is shit. It's always crashing and not working well. Like, what's the point of having features if you cannot enable them sometime? So right now I'm using the AI boost. It's automatically select the best power plan,
Okay.
but it's a little bit noisy. Okay, let's start this now. Since they share the same since they share the same script,
True.
I don't
Yep.
have to do anything else. Let's go to start. And you can set the material property block in. You can set in edit mode, but it's not saved. Be careful with that. Good, and now I want to know what happened. Where's the camera? Okay, it's important that they see it or it's not gonna be rendered. Statistic. You have 51 batches. And in fact, no, we don't care about batches. We just need to check if the material is instantiated. Here. Weird. I'm just gonna simplify there and remove the light too.
Oh, you're still in play mode if you want.
I know that.
Okay.
Don't worry. So now we have
Alright,
6
good.
batches. Let me just do something. I will delete after. Delete. Okay, 2 batches is the sky. 6, 5. Okay, there is batches anyway. Oh wait, do I need to do? Oh, I think I forgot that here.
Ah, nice.
Oh, it's not done. What? Those are instants. Weird.
Oh.
Okay, I'm very dumb. They are different materials. Denevraut, you're so funny.
Oh,
Okay.
Denevraut.
So I'd like to remove the light just because it simplified the scene.
Sure.
So let's have. Ah, damn it. There, brick, right?
All right.
Stop doing that. Thank you. Okay.
Brick,
So
brick.
I want to do something funnier than the color because we
Okay.
can change the texture too.
Yeah.
So since it's a default material, I can do edit shader and I will have the name main text. Good. MPB texture. Main text. So I will just temporarily not do that. Okay. Stop. Good. And damn it. Of course I need a texture. So I'm gonna make a variable. And that's the problem with this. I need to delete them all because I will need to re-add their variable and I'm too lazy. Texture. Texture. Texture.
Some call it laziness, some
it's
call it
the
efficiency.
Yeah, first time I do that, by the way. So this one will have wood, whatever. You know my name, by the way. I'm not whatever or just because. This one we have weird noise. This one will have a normal noise. And this one will have
And
this
of course,
thing.
you're changing the texture in the variable, so you're not going to see it like right off on the
No.
screen at first.
There's a way
Only when you
to,
press play.
but there is a way to, but I'm not gonna show it here.
Totally.
And of course the way is by a script I already made. That is called Bats. No, it's called.
Nah.
It's not here. Oh no! Did I remove this dude? Okay, I have no idea. Just hope I did not delete it. Okay, never mind.
And I think personally, if it were me, I'd probably have all of those cubes with no texture on them, just so that I don't get confused with which one's doing what. I'd keep them all just a white screen, but
Right.
but we can get the idea.
If I remove the skybox and I put a color, do I have less batch? No, it don't change anything. Okay, so it works somehow. We set the material property block. They are not different materials. I don't know. GPU instance setting is enabled. They are the same mesh for sure.
Definitely. So
Did
we've
I
got
miss something?
two batches for the sky, and then a batch each for the each sphere.
Let's try something, okay?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna take a capture of this. I wanna see the difference.
Okay.
Between that and
Look at
this.
that.
So we have 7.1K, 4.8K, 6. Oh, set pass called 3, set pass called 6. No clue what this is. Oh wait, batch 3.
Batches, yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's normal because no, wrong.
They're all using the same texture too.
That's what I want to do here. 6. Still 3 set pass call. I don't know what this is. This set pass.
So that's still 3 batches.
It may be just the material that don't support it. I mean, I don't mind creating material that we use. We don't need to use a standard one. I found it quite limited, in fact. So here, texture object is a property. I need to check here. I think I have to pair render data. Oh damn it! Texture object. Sorry. No. Texture sample. That's just easier to use. where was I? Property, not global. We need pair rendered data. Can try both after. I think that's it. Then I drag and drop it here.
There's still a yeah.
Normally I should have the checkbox GPU intent saying yes. They are still have 6 batches somehow. I'm gonna change the start to on enable. That's good for executing a script on enable like this. I remove that.
I wanted to point out you're still in play mode.
Yeah, that's normal. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good. So now they have. I forgot to name the texture. Damn it. No underscore. Oh, it worked too. With or without it worked. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. Now it worked. But I still don't understand why it's 6 batches instead of 3. I mean.
Could it be that each? Oh no, because it's adding a material block, but you're using the same material.
I may have something missing here. Object, reference, property. It may be reference. No, I don't think. Index, UV, no. Make no sense. Object, property, global. Is this you have instance property here, but not for texture. Maybe texture don't support it in. Let's try something simpler. A color instead. That's called
Sure.
color. That is a instance property and pair render data. There. Sorry. Here. I can do both. No, just this. Okay, here it worked because they have the same color.
Okay. And they're all changing to the same color.
Yeah, I mean I will need to do re-enable again.
Okay.
Okay, I still have my 3 batches somehow.
So we can change the color. And keep 3 batches. Again, that was 2 for the sky region, and then 1 batch for all 4 spheres with 4 different colors.
I don't see the. Maybe you can change the texture. At least with this tool. Fetch. No. Oh, damn it. I need to connect it first. You saw? Wait, did you saw that? Look.
So
One sec, you
batches.
will see. So this is 4 batches, it should be 3. Why is that already? I forgot. Is it because I put texture here? But why 4?
I know.
Ah, because I only update this one. Okay, got it. So even look,
Yep.
even if I here I don't even have the parameter, right? the
Yep.
texture. I don't even have it. It seemed that it still created the, so it don't seem to like the main texture. The question is, do we still have advantage even if we don't have less batches, you know?
Yeah.
Property, fetch, create, default, white, per render data. Okay. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but that would be very nice.
Oh yeah, to get it as performant as possible.
Okay, let's ignore for now the texture. Color is already nice. I mean, or any other value. Okay, we still have somehow we still have 6 batches. Okay, I did not compile it. Okay, wait, what? Oh yeah, because we set the texture too. That's why. You really don't like it. Okay, so next step is to change the mesh. That maybe not something that big. There. Now we have 4 batches. Because it don't like when you have different it's still one material. It's not look, it's not an instance normally. It's normally the same exact material. Oh, you know how to try, you know how to know if it's the same material? Right?
How?
I have a toggle color, emission, and I change the second color. Now we will know if it's one material because they will all change.
Got it.
It need to be a property, of course, and not an instance property. I click everywhere before clicking the right button. It's a real curse. Okay. Yes. So I'm pretty much sure it's one material somehow. Somehow it still have 4 batches, so it don't combine those 2 together. So those 3 are, it's kind of, they combine it to one mesh and they render all at once. Kind of. No, sorry, they don't combine as one mesh because they are the same. So there is some step
Yep.
there is some step they skip, in fact.
That kind of makes sense. You've got 2 for the sky and the sky. You've got 2, and then you've got 1 for the same material but a different mesh, and then you've got the other 3 that are showing up as one batch. Whew.
What if I enable the light? What? It did not add batches? I'm confused. Yeah, the shadow. Look at this. 15 batch because of the shadow. 4 versus 15.
Wow. Do soft shadows? I'm sure it would be the same, but
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
I think there's an extra step of smoothing at the end. And then what if I have cookie? Oh, it's even more. Good to know. Look here, the number of triangles, 23,000. You see?
Versus 9. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay.
If I
gotcha.
remove shadow, 4.8k. It kind of multiplied the
Wow.
batch by the other thing. Too bad I cannot know exactly what is happening, right?
Sure, true.
Wait, I want to see rendering. VSync global. Yeah. There. Wow. Can I see? Yes. Good. No, we don't need script. There. This is the rendering here. Drawing. This is the camera. I pointer it. Trying opaque geometry. 0.1 millisecond. Can I put start and no, I cannot see it in real time. That'd be nice. Render thread. Jobs. That's nice. Sorry, I wanted to check. I will stop the stream. In fact, it have become random stuff. So thanks for watching, and sorry this was not super entertaining this week. I think next week we will maybe go with basic and make some tutorials around material, building something from scratch. Sorry, not from scratch, building something with all the object I already have, so there won't be Blender.
Sure.
And we will try to optimize our materials, to optimize our texture, to a bunch of stuff, right? So see you next week. We will do something like that, and